The Timmy Chang Show on ESPN Honolulu, KHI, and KHON2 is brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health, HCAM, Enjoy Snacks, HGEA, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, Ruby Tuesday, IBEW Local 1186, PVT Land Company, Popeyes, Castle Resorts and Hotels, and Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union.
Game time in Manoa. Touchdown, Hawaii! All right, welcome to the Timmy Chang Show here at Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua, everybody. I'm John Veneri, your host, and before we do anything, let's relive Tuesday's big news.
Every year, the American Football Coaches Association review all of the tremendous staff and coaches that do wonderful things for football across the country. And they select 5 head coaches as the head coaches of the year. And for this year, in Region 5, which is the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, across the FBS level, they have chosen Coach Timmy Chang as the head coach of the year.
So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to introduce all of you to the American Football Coaches Association Region 5 Coach of the Year. How about a big hand for Timmy Chang? Ooh. Now this, so I guess I'm the only one standing. It's okay, everybody's kind of... I salute you. I'm super proud of you, as all of us are.
I appreciate you.
And I know your dad would be super proud.
Yeah.
And this is just great. I know you talk about it being a team, but it really goes to your wife.
Yeah, it does. It does. It does. She is.
All the ladies clap. That's hilarious.
Oh, it's difficult. I think people don't really understand the journey, and beside our close family, and when we had a calling to just go and be a coach and a coach's wife, and our journey started with 1 kid and we ended up with 5, and along the way we ended up in different states and different parts of the country, and it took a lot, and a lot of people, and there's just a lot of support. We met a lot of great people along the way, but we're glad to be here. We're really truly thankful as we're coming upon this Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. We are truly grateful and thankful to be here in Hawaii. I was born and raised there. She's just born and raised 4,000 miles away, near Toronto, Canada. And for our kids to be here now, being raised, basically how I was and how you were, and a lot of the local families here are, we are truly blessed, and to be coaching my alma mater and to be coaching a great group of guys, yeah, and be working with a great staff. I mean, it's unbelievable. Truly thankful and grateful.
Timmy joins other head coaches. Yes, there we go. He joins the head coaches from Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, Indiana, and Texas Tech. So how about, real quick, one more hand for Timmy Chang. All right, before we get into UNLV, let's quickly look back to right after our last show headed into San Diego State. I know this is fun. I like to do this. Snapped a 5-game losing streak to San Diego State with its first win over the Aztecs since a 14-11 home victory in 2019. The 32-point win was the UH's largest ever against San Diego State. Meanwhile, the 38 points scored were the most since a 49-38 win in 2005. 6 points allowed were the least against San Diego State since a 31-6 win back in 1980. Whew. The game marked the final meeting. As we know, San Diego State is headed to the Pac-12 or whatever they're going to call it. They're heading on over. It was a big win over the conference leader. 38-6 was your final score. There you go. Your reaction real quick about that one, because I know that was fun.
Yeah, that was a great game. Just really shout out to all the fans that came out and supported us through that weather. And, it was about handling. It was about handling every situation that you're put in, and our guys really responded well. I thought we knew what we were up against, being the number 1 team in the conference at the time, and they still are. And our guys rose to the occasion and wanted that challenge. And, if we were going to be in a situation to put ourselves in to win a championship, we had to go through them. And our guys did really well.
We're going to do a bunch tonight. We're going to recap the UNLV game. Then we're going to quickly flush that. We'll also talk about Wyoming coming up, seniors, senior night, and we've also got two of the 5-year seniors? We got Zhen Sotelo, team captain on offense, and we got Peter Manuma, team captain on defense. Okay, let's get into it. The game against UNLV, we'll let you talk about it here in a second. But for a recap, let's go to KHON2 Sports Director Rob DeMello.
How's it going, everybody? After winning 7 of their first 10 games for the first time in 15 years, the University of Hawaii football team earned a meaningful game of consequence in late November. However, a trip to Las Vegas would come up snake eyes against UNLV. The rivalry game loss crumpled UH's Mountain West title hopes, but early in the outing, quarterback Micah Alejado and receiver Jackson Harris looked inspired by the F1 event held on the Las Vegas Strip over the weekend as the two connected on an electric 70-yard touchdown, giving Hawaii a 7-3 first quarter lead. But from there, the Rebels slammed on the brakes, dominating from that moment on, outscoring the Bows 35-3 the rest of the way, holding UH to 231 yards of offense, while Rebs QB Anthony Calandria was unstoppable, going 21-26 for 253 yards and 3 touchdowns. 38-10, UNLV the final, retaining the Golden Pineapple Rivalry Trophy and ending Hawaii's realistic title hopes in the Mountain West for 2025. Now at 7-4 overall, 4-3 in conference, Hawaii can match the program's best ever finish as members of the Mountain West when they close out the regular season on senior night against Wyoming on Saturday. As always, stay with KHON2 Sports on air and online for coverage, and catch the latest episode of Hawaii Football Final with John Veneri at KHON+, KHON2.com, YouTube, or anywhere you download podcasts. For the Timmy Chang Show, I'm Rob DeMello, KHON2 Sports.
A lot of people talk about this. Rob and I discussed this. You know, when you beat San Diego State, everybody says, wow, Hawaii played so good. But what they don't look at is how San Diego State didn't play its best game. And then when you lose to UNLV, everybody says, oh, Hawaii didn't play so well. But nobody looks at the fact that UNLV played one of its best games of the season. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I thought the guys were in a great place. Their mindset was really good. Their discipline. I mean, we talk about everything. From our travel to what we do, how we practice. It's just really open communication. So we're all on the same page. And they did unbelievable. I mean, really proud of them. I mean, I told them. I mean, I got compliments from how their behavior was and how they handled themselves in Samstown, and they made new fans by just handling themselves correctly. Their mindset was good. They were sharp. When it came down to the game in the 3 hours, really, UNLV did play great. Their quarterback played great, and that's really hats off to them. They were a good team, and they were the better team that night. From us, it was really a great learning experience. I mean, just kind of talking to them and kind of recapping with the team on Monday, it was like, we did have all these goals, guys, and look, we're very proud of where we are and where we are and what we've done. But it's now understanding the different level of mindset, when we're in situations like that in Allegiant Stadium on the road against a 2-loss team, and we're playing for a conference championship. What level of our mindset and what level do we have to take our game to, and how do we prepare from that? And so there's just through history, there's a lot of championship teams that whether they're basketball or football or baseball, that they get into the playoffs and they just don't reach that point of winning the championship. But there's just learning that gets done because of failure like this. Mm-hmm. And so, these are one of these moments in that, we can really recall, we'll always remember, we'll always talk about it and bring it up because, if there's an opportunity like that moving forward, we'll know how to handle it, we'll know how to prepare, and we'll be in the right mindset to go and have that challenge. But very honestly, our guys didn't play the best that night. They know that it hurts them. They're their worst critic. I'm my worst critic. It's just one of those games.
We'll talk a little bit more about UNLV before we move on after this quick break. Folks, how about a big hand for Coach Timmy? This is the Timmy Chang Show.
This is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua for the Coaches Show. Timmy Chang joining us. We're going to be joined by Zhen Sotelo, Peter Manuma, Mark Veneri. We're going to have break the whole thing down. We do want to know, let everybody know that you can go ahead and text your questions in for Coach if you want to, 808-296-1420. We've got one saying, aloha, Coach Chang. Congratulations on a stellar season and exciting the Hawaii fans with a trip to the Hawaii Bowl. Just wondering what may have attributed to the team coming out a little bit flat after the bye week. You are 1-2, just for stats purposes. You're 1-2 coming out of bye weeks.
Sorry. Yeah. It's not something to just pinpoint one thing on.
Right.
I think when it comes down to it, the guys know we need to go out there and execute and perform. And those are the things that we'll continue to focus on, hone in on. And it's really about our confidence and our mindset, going out there and believing that we can do it and just going out there and doing it.
I think a lot of people talked about, because the offensive line, they blocked. Penalties were up a little bit more this week than it was the previous week, but drop passes this week seemed, at inopportune times, seemed to have been a problem and very uncharacteristic of the two guys that dropped them.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, the sign of a bad team or a team that loses is, it's 11 guys on the field trying to accomplish a goal, right? And if one person takes a turn, not doing something correct, whether it's a penalty, whether it's something that they're trying to perform, it starts to look that way. Then the next play, somebody else takes a turn. Next play, somebody else takes a turn. It starts to add up, right?
Yeah.
But for us, I think for us coaches, we put it on us that we got to go and find a way to get our guys to just respond and handle adversity or prepare them. And so we'll look at different ways, and this is definitely a way that we got to continue to grow from the San Jose week that would have put us in a better position to this UNLV week. But I really look forward to our guys responding back at home. But it's just one of those things that is you're the most traveled team in the country. We got to continue to work to get better. As whether it's 6 games or it's 5 games on the road, you just want to keep improving to get better and try to knock everyone out.
Your quarterback went 15 of 24, 163 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, also was sacked 3 times. 70-yard touchdown to Jackson Harris was really pretty. Thought we had them on the ropes at that point, or at least off to a great start. Your thoughts on the start at least?
Yeah, I thought the start was really good, dialed in, and then it just talked about it's just one thing here, one thing there, that lead to 3 and outs. Their offense really played really well, and quarterback. I do think he's going to be the all-conference quarterback, as I think Michael will be the freshman quarterback of the conference. But I think this guy, through the weeks and through watching him till he got to us, he extends plays, moving with his legs, getting out of the pocket, and his receivers caught everything. They were on the field and kept us off, and those are the type of things that help them win ball games. And so, it was one of those games.
Micah now has a season total of 19 touchdown passes, and that ties the UH freshman single season record set by, does anybody have a guess? That's pretty cool. I mean, maybe not for you, but for all of us, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, I expect him to break it with 2 games left.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he better.
Yeah. I think so. I think so. I think just knowing what we have ahead.
What is pretty cool about that is though that you're his coach. I think that's cool. That you're coaching in a way that a guy is breaking what has been a record that has stood for almost a couple of decades.
Sure.
Well, a couple decades.
Sure. I do want Micah to break all the records, and I want him to be the best quarterback this school has ever seen. And that would be a treat, right? Saying about a lot of the quarterbacks that played for the University of Hawaii, a lot of the quarterbacks that came from Hawaii. You know, I want Micah to be the best when it's said and done, and you know, he has the opportunity to, and so he's a great young man. You know, he's got guys like Zen over here that got his back through and through. You know, and you know, Micah and him go golfing, and Zen hits the smack out of the golf ball. And
I bet he loses to Micah though.
Depends what game they're playing.
And I'm only saying that because he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah. You know, but that
steak dinners are really good.
He's you know, he's the protector, and you know, those guys, those receivers respond to a guy like Micah. The O-line responds, and then when he gets in the huddle and calls the play, I mean, they're all firing, and there's a standard that's set because of that, and that's what I think is so excited about the future moving forward.
Couple of streaks. Here's the first negative one. Pafeli dropped a couple of passes, didn't catch one for the first time in his entire career. That's one negative thing. And so 34 straight games dating back to the start of 2023. Now here's a couple of ones that are, here's a cool stat. Carson Papunu, Jalen Smith, and Jemiah Otis each played in their 36th straight game, tied for the longest streak on the team. When you got guys now, I know Jemiah is not available for this game. He did get hurt, and that's unfortunate, and we're sorry about that. But that's pretty cool that you got a couple of guys that have withstood that long.
Unbelievable, and really just, you know, it's really a credit to them and their character, right? In a day where we have, you know, transfer portal and NIL and these things, you're talking about guys that are playing for this university, for this state, for their brother next to them, and that's a true honor, and the development of those guys from when they started to where they are now, unbelievable. Yeah. It really is, and I get to, you know, I coach Carson a lot because he's in the receiver room, but I'm so proud of the kid.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
so proud of him.
One more streak. I know we're going to go to break here real quick. Jackson Harris has scored in 4 straight games, and Kansei Matsuzawa, wow, international hero. 23 now on the season, 24 straight. He just continues. Just real quick, your thought on him.
Yeah, unbelievable. It really is.
He's fun.
Yeah, you know, and you know, it's just impressive. I think you know, people ask, how did Kansei come to the University of Hawaii, and how did you guys get him, and how was that story? I mean, it just really is a story of a young man wanting an opportunity, coming here, meeting us coaches, meeting his teammates, you know, buying into who we are in the brotherhood and that locker room, and just proving himself. And really, we just said, you know, Kansei, if you win the starting job, we'll give you a scholarship. And the young man went out there and won, like literally won in a kickout, won the scholarship, and the rest is history. And so when he makes the most of his opportunity like he's done, it's amazing. It really is an amazing story.
We sure hope he's not done. Coming up next, my brother broadcast partner Mark Veneri is going to be joined by Campbell High School grad and Captain Peter Manuma. Coming up next on the Timmy Chang Show.
This is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
Welcome back to the Timmy Chang Show. Our first special guest is a senior captain who played his entire career in Hawaii, a graduate of Campbell High School. He was a 2024 All-Conference Team Honorable Mention member. Through his career, the safety has 5 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, and leads the team this year in tackles, headed into the final regular season game with 61 total. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior captain of the University of Hawaii football team, Peter Manuma. Pete, I've seen you since you were a freshman, and we've been on the sideline. As long as I've been doing the broadcasts, you've been on the squad, and I've seen you from about, 160 pounds to about, 200 pounds. I went to about, I don't even want to say how much I weigh. But what's it been like for you? What's it been like for you as a Rainbow Warrior?
As a Rainbow Warrior, I think my time has been nothing but a great time. You know, Coach Chang and the staff, they sacrifice so much, not only for me, but for the team. And, you guys see it every Saturday. We go out and we try to play our hearts out for the coaches, just knowing that they've sacrificed so much for us and to put us in the positions that we're in today. So, I'm just grateful to Coach Chang and the staff.
In a world of NIL, in a world of what's been going on in college football, and you're a heck of a ball player, we know that. You stayed home and weathered the storms of storms. You've been through the ups and you've been through the downs. But what does it mean for you? Obviously being a Rainbow Warrior, but being in front of the home crowd, staying with Coach Timmy Chang, and staying loyal to the program. Yeah,
my biggest thing with the whole transfer portal thing, I told Coach Chang, they've stayed loyal to me. They've kept me. They've done so much for me and my family too. They've been with me in the roughest times, and they've been the state that ultimately has our back. And with your loyalty is also, the coaches and the players also understand that. What has it meant to you as your captain? Yeah, I've expressed this many times, but being a captain for this team is a big thing to me. Growing up, I've always watched UH football, and I've always dreamed of coming one day and playing for the state. So for me to be a team captain just ultimately shows the trust and loyalty that Coach Chang has to me.
Okay, you have your family here. You have your wife and your beautiful daughter here. Now let's take away football.
Yeah.
What's it been like being a dad this year?
It's been great.
Look at that smile,
been real
right?
great. Shout out to my wife. She really takes on the hard part of motherhood, and nobody sees it, but she's ultimately the rock of our family, and she and my daughter is what keeps me going. And how has that changed you in the football world and the outside world? All of that, as now that you are a dad, you have a family that looks up to you. Yeah. My biggest thing is just perspective. It's allowed me to view life from a different perspective, knowing that football is not that big. You know what I mean? My life is bigger than football, and my life is my daughter. So, some nice pictures there. Yeah, how'd you guys get that? You gotta ask John that one. We got a couple of great shots here of the wedding, obviously, and how fun was that? It looks like a lot of fun for you guys. Yeah, it was really fun. It's a great moment in our lives. Finally tying the knot after 7 years, 8 years, around there. So, it was great for us to finally do it and close another chapter in our life. Now, there's something cool because I will say it. I'm in a mid-season. I start and restart the college football video game, if you guys know this. Peter Manuma is in the college football video, and I start and restart it because I play the season. I like the team so much that after I win the national championship, I go back and restart the same game. So we have this is Peter Manuma in the NCAA football, which is really cool. But to see yourself in a video game, have you ever imagined that? I've never pictured that. I mean, as a kid.
Do you play?
I don't really play games that much anymore. Ever since my daughter, I don't really play games anymore. But before, I mean, I of course I played. You know, it feels really cool to play as myself in a video game and do some crazy things that I won't do on the field. But I mean, it's great.
Use the truck stick, right?
Yeah, all the time.
But you can press that yourself with you, right? When
Yeah.
you're coming downhill, you hit the truck stick.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now, for you, Pete, this is the final chapter, whatnot. Is the goal to play at the next level after this?
Yes. Ultimately, my goal is to play in the NFL, and if that's going
And how cool has it been for speaking of paths? Now, how cool has that been?
Yeah, like I've said, it's been real cool. Coach Chang and the staff, shout out to him and his family. We know how much he sacrificed, time away from his kids, and just trying to get the program back to what it's been. And I mean, nothing but love and gratitude to that guy. I owe him a lot.
What are you gonna miss the most about Rainbow Warrior football?
I would say it's just the people that surrounds Hawaii football. The coaches, the coaching staff, support staff, the fans, the families and friends that come out and support us each and every day. And I mean, I'll still be at the games next year, but on the field is a different feeling for sure.
And this has been intriguing for me because I see some of the recruits and the recruiting thing is going on. Obviously, you had a chance to play elsewhere, but you decided to come here and stay home and play for the University of Hawaii. If you had a message for those young recruits out there and to the young guys who are aspiring to be the next Peter Manuma, what would you tell them?
I mean, I would say, listen to your heart. If you do decide to stay home, I mean, Coach Chang and the staff have something cooking up, and this is just the beginning of everything. So I hope this season, really opens some eyes to those that have, some recruitment from out of state. But I hope they realize that Coach Chang them is going to be on that level soon.
Okay, not a serious question. I really see everyone out there is all serious right now. They're paying attention to you and I. There's a big game next week between the Kamehameha Warriors. You have a Kamehameha Warrior in John Veneri over here. I did coach the intermediate Kamehameha Warriors this season. But you are a Campbell Sabre.
Come on.
You know who we obviously know who Peter Manuma is going with it. But, obviously Coach DJ coached with you. He coached you up. Campbell Sabres, how happy are you to see them in the state championship?
I mean, I'm super happy. I couldn't do it, so I'm just happy they could do it. And, I mean, there's no one more deserving than Coach DJ. In high school, he was really a guy that poured everything he got into me, and he's seen my potential. And he's one of those coaches that helped and guided me to be where I'm at today.
Do we have a score prediction come December 5th?
Yep.
Let's hear it.
28-0 Campbell.
Oh, yeah. Love it. I love it. Hey, you heard it here first. It's a 28-0. Oh, look at this guy.
Okay, wait.
Oh, wait. Wow.
Wait. 28-7.
Look, he jumped in the picture. This Kamehameha Warrior right there. He was, John, I apologize, but there only can be one state champion in this household. I was a 2004 state champ for baseball, though. I was only baseball, but it's all right. Yeah. I get to do what I love, and I get to do it alongside Peter. Peter, you have a big game coming against Wyoming. It's your senior night, senior walk. How excited are you for that?
I mean, I'm super excited. These past years, our senior games have been, nothing but amazing, and Coach Chang does a great job of emphasizing, who we do it for, and ultimately it's for the seniors. But now that I'm the senior, I'm just like, man, just do it for yourselves. Don't even do it for me. Do it for the team. Do it for each other.
Well, Pete,
I'm just another guy.
It's been an honor and privilege to call your games. I wish you the best of luck come Saturday night and your future endeavors. Everybody, round of applause for Peter Manuma. Appreciate you, my man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Coming up next, John will be back with Zhen Sotelo next on the Timmy Chang Show.
This is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to the Timmy Chang Show. Our next guest is a senior captain, a Rainbow Warrior through and through, a Kapolei graduate who has played left guard 99% of all the snaps he's taken. During his career, he hasn't allowed not one sack, and he's protected his quarterback. No one has been allowed a hit on his watch. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome offensive lineman and captain Zhen Sotelo. Ooh, that is something I've always said, guys jumping off sides, guys getting a block is a pride thing. You apparently have much more than just what's in your tank. You've got a lot more than that, don't you? I mean, to be able to protect your quarterback like that, that's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Go ahead. Got it.
Yeah, man, it's just a blessing. Once Coach Timmy was able to honor me with the honor of being a captain, I knew that I had to take it to a different level. And I'm ride or die for any quarterback that's back there, whether it be Micah, Luke, Marmar, or Caleb Freeman.
Yeah.
I'll ride or die for all of them. And just setting the standard for the rest of the O-line to follow, for the younger generation to come. I got to set a standard for them to see, what they should be doing. And I hope that they can just take it to another level.
It's funny because if we're not calling the name of an offensive lineman, that's probably usually a good thing.
Yes.
But the fact that we can honor you here tonight is a big deal for me. That's why we wanted you as a guest, because you have done so amazing throughout the season. I really do think not only as a captain, but as your squad leader, you've been able to raise that level of the offensive line throughout the season to a point where you guys hadn't allowed sacks. There were very few field goals. Penalties, I should say, and you guys did such an amazing job throughout. What has it been? Has it been the chemistry between you and the boys?
Yeah, and having 3 senior O-linemen on the line is a big help, because it's not just me, it's Kual, it's James. Even Ethan Spencer is a big name that's going to come up in years to come. He's a cornerstone guy for our offensive line. He's a true anchor for us. And, it's just chemistry. We do a lot of things together, and we watch a lot of film. We go out to dinners, we go out to lunches, and just building that bond between us in the off season has just taken us to another level. Like, when I'm able to call somebody out on their stuff, or when they're able to tell me what I'm doing wrong, I don't take it as disrespect, I take it as that's my brother just trying to hold me accountable. And
make you better.
Yeah. And when you have teammates like that can just hold each other accountable, that's when you know you have a good team.
What has it meant for you to be a Rainbow Warrior?
Man.
You're about to become an alumni.
Yeah. I've been here
Join us. The old timers.
I've been here for since my freshman year, and every day I go to practice, I drive in from Waianae, and I'm just thinking wow, I could be driving to work right now, but I'm driving to play football. So it's a great feeling, to be a UH Rainbow Warrior and be a captain and set the foundation for the next generation to come. And not only that, serve my brothers like Peter, all the other seniors. We all play for each other, and that's the thing I love most about this team.
Yeah.
We're a team that people can say, yeah, we lost this amount of games, but we fought to the very end of each and every one of them, and that's what I love most about this team.
I love that. You and Peter both brought people that are important to tonight. Who did you bring with you? Don't cry. I can see it. He's welling up.
Yeah, I brought a bunch of guys. I brought my son, my 4-year-old. His name is Truce. I brought my sister and her family. I brought my mom, my auntie Noi, all my nieces and nephews. They all came.
Right on.
Yeah.
There you go. A big hand for them. You mentioned real quick about it. I would like to know what it has meant, because both of you guys are captains. What has it meant also for you to be a captain this year? Peter's been it now 2 years in a row, but for you, what did it mean? You always got to have a big guy when you're going out for the coin toss. He's the big guy that you want to bring out. First guy off the bus, first guy on the field. What has that meant to you?
It means the world. There was a lot of great captains that came before me. Going back to Coach Timmy Chang days, there's a lot of great Warriors that has played on the field before me, and it's just a huge honor for me to go out there every Saturday, wear that K on my chest, and just represent Hawaii football to its best. And the way that I try to represent it is through hard work and grit, and we just go out there every Saturday giving it our best to just make the state proud.
I'm sure you want to try to play in the NFL. You'd like to continue this career?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that the ultimate goal?
Yes, my ultimate goal is to play professionally, whether it be NFL, XFL, or Canadian, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so wherever this journey takes me, it's all God's plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And if that doesn't work, I understand that there's an acting career that's possibly in your future. Let's go ahead and show that real quick. If football doesn't work out, you could become an actor with Jamar Sakona. This is great. How did you get suckered into that? I hope they said free Jack in the Box. Something.
Yeah. So with these commercials, once Matt Chon right there, he told me that I could get some free food. I was like, let's do it. When you give me free food, I'll do any commercial you want.
But seriously, did you get like a gift card or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure they fed you.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
K-Chwen actually produced that commercial, and but Jamar got the speaking part. Why was that?
So originally, I believe it was supposed to be me and another senior. I forgot who it was, but Jamar came out that day, and I was like, "All right, you got the speaking role. You're gonna do it." And he did it on the spot in 10 minutes, which I was truly impressed with. So that was pretty cool.
Okay, all right, because you just kind of stood there, but you weren't the jackball or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. It was fun. That's fun to at least make fun of you while you're not doing anything on the commercial. No. Just joking. Okay, let's get back to seriousness. Wyoming this week. What will it take for you and the boys to get a win this week?
It'll take true connection, 11 playing at its best. You know, like Coach Timmy said earlier, when you have a team that goes 1 for 1, you have great things coming out. And we just have to all click like how we did against San Diego State. You know, once you guys know what we can do when we're all full tilt and going. So, you know what I mean? We got to bring that mindset of just coming out there and starting fast and finish strong, and that'll get us the win.
You know what it's like now, both ends of the spectrum. You know what it's like to
Yes.
San Jose was, I think, one of those. Fresno State maybe,
Yeah.
and maybe even a little bit in this UNLV game. But have you guys reached your perfect yet? Was the San Diego State game perfect? Have you reached your perfect potential yet?
To me, obviously as a player, we watch a lot of the film, so I know that in the San Diego State game, we had a great outcome, but it wasn't perfect. Mm-hmm. There's still plays to be had, and there's still points left up that we could have had. So, you know, we're trending in the right direction, and I feel like in years to come, the boys will get it done, and our younger generation sees. And that's the great part about it, is when we watch film, all the scout guys are in there too. Yeah. So they learn from the same mistakes that we make, and it affects them. You know, it lets them know that they can't be making those mistakes. So when it's their turn, they're going to know, like, man, I can't do that because the years before me has done that and it hasn't worked out for them. So when they come full tilt and this offense is firing, man, Hawaii's going to be special in the near coming years.
Leaving it better than when he first got there. How about another big round of applause for Zhen Sotelo, our senior captain. Don't forget, we've got a few text messages coming in, and we'll be more than happy to answer them coming up. 808-296-1420 is the number to go ahead and text. You can even call if you want to. The lines might be a little bit busy, but you can go ahead and text in. And don't forget that the TV broadcast of this show will be available on K-High on Thursday at 6 p.m. So while you're enjoying turkey dinner, you guys can watch the Timmy Chang Show, and then again on Friday. And that is it for Zhen Sotelo.
Thank you.
When we come back, we'll bring Coach and Mark back up to the table. We'll talk Wyoming. We'll talk seniors and a whole lot more right after this quick break on the Timmy Chang Show.
is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua. We've got Coach, we've got my brother broadcast partner, Mark, back up here. Before we get into Wyoming, let's talk 26 seniors, 6 of whom, and 2 of them are here, have been a Rainbow Warrior their entire career. 26 seniors we're saying aloha to this weekend.
Yeah, sad day. We get to play another game is what, I'm really excited about. We get to play one of these bowl game here and at home probably. And so, but just to honor them, I think that, the traditions that we built together, these are, Peter and Zen and some of those other guys have been here. They were our first recruiting class. Yeah. And to just kind of see where their journey has gone and has been, I'm watching them, just play with their kids right here in front of us. And, it is truly amazing. It really is. And the game of football only lasts so long. We talk about this all the time. The game of football only lasts so long, but the life lessons learned and the development of them becoming men and great husbands and great fathers and leaders in our community, that's what it's really about. And these 2 young men, along with those other seniors, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to become. And I can't be prouder. I know our staff, they pour into our guys. You hear Peter thank them numerous times about the men in our room that just lead these guys and lead these young men and just are great examples for them to just look up to. And so it's just full circle. And these are brothers for life, and this university is forever, and and that's how we want it, and that's how we're building it.
Coach, excuse me, Coach, the senior walk, this is a text now and a kind of full circle moment. Could the senior walk include walking around the whole stadium alongside the bleachers, just like how they did back at Aloha Stadium? The fans would love to greet these players as they walk around the TC Ching complex.
It's a little different now at TC.
Yeah, sure. I agree. And if the fans are there to just greet the guys before they get into line, I'm all for it. We have some traditions. We pray right in the middle of the field with the opposing team. Win or lose, and then we go do our alma mater, win or lose, and then we start to line up. And if the guys can kind of just go around and say their goodbyes, and that the fans just take it in with our players, that would be awesome. And hopefully, I say all these things, and then there's other guys just listening, and they're like, we can't do that.
Right. It was such a good tradition. it's still good, but it was different when we did it back at Aloha Stadium. We got to walk around. My entire family was there. It was so nice, emotional. It's emotional. It's almost like the end of something, and then hopefully the beginning of something else.
Sure, and I think that with the guys, they're so plugged in. Like you heard Zen. He drives in from Waianae every single day, and we're 6 days a week. And we could go 7, but the point is that on Sunday we give him off. But that young man, we start 6 o'clock in the morning, so you can just imagine what time Zen is waking up and the amount of commitment and what it takes. And he's not the only one that's coming in from the West Side, right, or Central or North Shore or all these different places. But the level of commitment that these guys have to each other, this program, what they put in to be student athletes, is truly amazing. And they don't get to see what they're doing out in the community and get to see all the smiles on the people, especially like when a season like this where the games come back on TV, the whole state gets to watch these guys. They get to live this season out with these men, and this journey started back in January. Mm-hmm. But, like you said, when they get to walk around and embrace the fans, that's really important for them. I really want that for them as well, because they get to see how impact they bring to the state. As we talk about playing for the state, but it's one thing to really get it back and be reciprocated.
Yeah. Let's talk Wyoming real quick. They're coming in 4-7, 2-5. Your thoughts on Wyoming?
Yeah, good football team. Coach Jay, I have the utmost respect for him in this program. Their defense is solid. They're tough to gain points on. And so they're constantly in every game. You know, and for them, it's like anything else, it's margin of error, and you know, you're going to be on the coin flip of close games, and you know, and right now they're on the other end of it, but they're going to be tough, you know, and you know, I look forward to them. Their run game is good, and then they're you know, they do a lot of different things, trying to move the ball down the field through the air, and so you know, we got to be ready to go.
Hey, Coach, I also have a question on this because I was John and I were talking about this in the booth, and then someone, Louis Mayava, texted in asking Coach, why did Coach Chang challenge the play in which the quarterback was down? And I would like some clarity on it because both John and I thought because of the ball being down, that's where the spot was.
You're talking about the UNLV
the
game.
UNLV game, correct.
I've gotten some clarity on that. I know that you probably thought so too, that it should have been down.
Yeah, I guess your hand, your arm, your elbow, your knee, your shin, those are part of your leg. That has to be down, and you know, the ball's not considered one of them. So you can prop yourself up with the ball, and that's not considered down.
The way that it was explained to me, which made total sense, was he gained his balance by putting the ball on the ground to hold himself up. Now imagine a fumble, a live ball, a fumble. Somebody goes to pick it up. It's still a live ball. He can pick it up and run it. It's the same concept that was explained to me, and it makes total sense now, although I thought also. But it's got to be an elbow. It's got to be a leg or a knee, you know, whether he's sitting on the ground or whatnot. But he can actually put the ball down, keep his balance like a fumble. You can pick that up and run it. And so that was the way it was explained to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I was screaming.
And I was right behind him on that because
He had my back.
I thought the rule was that because I mean if you think about it, I mean I get the clarity of the rule, but I get the whole point is if you're using the ball as something to propel you because you're falling down, I don't know, maybe it's something to look at later on.
Haven't seen it a lot.
You know, you don't.
Yeah, and it's a, you know, it's a judgment call. You know, as I'm going back and forth with the referee and asking if they, you know, they reviewed it, they cleared it. They actually cleared it, and I still wanted to challenge it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, some of those challenges, you know, I still have a bunch in my back pocket when I walk into the locker room after games, you know, and so, you know, it's, you know, if we can stop some of that momentum sometimes of a team kind of just, you know, getting into rhythm, you know, the guy, you know, again, that's one of those plays where, you know, he's propping himself up the ball and he's throwing plays down the field, and the receivers are making, you know, unbelievable catches, you know, hats off to them, you know, for making it. But if we can kind of slow down some of that momentum and get a stop, you know, that could change our fortune.
How about a big hand for Mark Veneri? Coach Timmy Chang and I will be back after our final timeout, right after this on the Timmy Chang Show.
is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back. Our final segment here on the Timmy Chang Show. We're about to give away a basket. We'll be here again next week, Wednesday, live. And, of course, you can catch the TV broadcasts on Thursday and Friday on K-High and KHON. But we'll recap the season. We'll talk seniors next week right back here at Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua. Coach, final thought.
It's my guys. It took that one hurt coming back on that airplane and looking in their faces Monday. Asking the strength and conditioning coach, how the boys look in the weight room. And they say energy was a little low, but I tell you what though, the resilience, the love that they have for each other. That's what it's all about. And I expect these boys to bounce back and play their tails off for each other, for the seniors, and for the school and state.
Saying aloha to 26 seniors, 2 of which were here tonight. How about another big hand for Peter Manuma and Zhen Sotelo, dedicating their entire career right here as a Rainbow Warrior. 26 other seniors we're saying goodbye to, and it's always hard. We've been through that walk. Your career moved on into the NFL. Mine moved on into TV broadcasting, but it was such an emotional night and a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. And it's the next chapter, and these guys they did unbelievable, and will continue to. And so I'm excited for their futures and with their beautiful families.
Winner of our Enjoy Snacks basket is Camille Sismar. Woohoo! We want to say mahalo to everybody here tonight and everybody on the screen. And we finally say for Wednesday, go Bows!